Hi everyone. I don't know what happened there. My camera decided it was going to go live before I was ready as I was trying to kind of sort this absolute mess out. But I am coming on to have a wee chat with you today for quite a special live. Said that I think last time I did a live, but today it's a very special day. So first of all, if you are new here or maybe don't recognise me, my name is Eva. I am the director of the Scottish Yarn Festival and the Scottish Wool Producer Showcase, and the reason that today is special is that it's my anniversary. So it was on this day in 2016 that we had our first ever festival. Back in those days, we were Perth Festival of Yarn. We have been the Scottish Yarn Festival since Hogmanay, which I suppose was last year. Hogmanay's the day before the new year. And yeah, I can't believe that although it's 7 years, we've actually done like 8 festivals now, 8 main festivals. We've done 2 showcases, we've done some Knit Faster Winter's Coming events too. Thank you, Katie. So today is a big day, and it's no small thing to be celebrating 7 years in business, never mind 7 years self-employed. I'm feeling rather proud today to have made it to that milestone. So we've made a milestone, and I have hit the button. Because today kind of felt appropriate as time was kind of rolling on and I was having to take time to do things. But our very own custom yarn brand is now live on our website. So if you weren't able to make it at the Scottish Yarn Festival to buy some of our Scottish provenance yarn that is milled in Yorkshire, it's available in 9 shades and 2 neutrals. It's there now, and it should be literally able to ship to every country apart from, I'm sorry, France and Germany at the minute, because we're not registered for the recycling scheme in France at the moment. I've heard it's a little bit of a nightmare to do, and we haven't been getting any orders through from Germany for a little while anyway. So if you are in those places and you do want to order from us, drop us an email. We'll see what we can do. But certainly, literally everything else, if you're in the US, I've got you sorted. It's there. It's live. I've tested it, so fingers crossed it should all just be fine. But yeah, thank you. So time was getting on. It's been sitting ready. I had to wait until I got the professional photographs from our photographer to get everything colour balanced so that we've got the best. Switzerland should be fine, actually. I haven't heard of any problems going to Switzerland, so we'll give that a shot if you want. I think there's a little bit more leeway being given between certain countries at the moment. And while we do send out where possible in sort of the brown paper packaging, it's not always possible. And even if we do that, from some of the peer groups, I'm learning that there seems to be an awful lot of problems, and even when things are properly registered, it's not going through. So that to say, I'm a little bit all over the place, sorry. That to say, I have been talking to some potential stockists for wholesaling as well. So I have been speaking to somebody in the US and somebody in Europe. So nothing's been signed off on yet, so I don't want to jinx it or say anything there, but I am looking for additional workarounds for this, because I know that postage from the UK, particularly now that we're no longer part of the EU, can also be an issue. So I'm working on it, but it's going to take steps. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I'm working my hardest. But yeah, to get back to the photography, it's been done by our photographer who comes and covers our events. He does a fantastic job, and it was so wonderful to see him bring somebody on work experience. This year they got some absolutely cracking shots. So we've got the photos, we have colour balanced them on the monitors, but there may still be some variance. So we have put a little bit of a disclaimer saying, you know, depending on your own monitor settings, variance in dye lots that we can have. If you're not quite sure by the colours on our website, send us an email. You know, we can maybe do a little video chat or something like this. I might be able to get some alternative photographs to show you, to try and get the colours together if you maybe want to see a range of colours together. You know, for example, the mal that's kind of coming up. Or has it even started? We're on the 2nd of October. Has it started? I'm not doing that, Mal. because I've got enough to be doing at the minute. You know, speak to me if there's a workaround. If I can make it easier to help you make your choices, then that's absolutely what I will do. I'm so proud of my custom yarn. And I can't believe it's launched. It's on the website now, and you will find a little tab that says Our Custom Yarn. So it's there. It's taken a bit of time. I've had to redo the inventory and everything as well. And we were ready to go, and then I was told by the post office that the prices were going up, and I thought, typical, and I'm going to have to go back and redo all the prices because they're based on weight. And it turns out no. It seems to be that the only pricing that's going up in terms of the Post Royal Mail in the UK at the minute seems to be letters, actual physical letters today. So we should be all right for the parcels. So all that to say that I kind of hung off at that point and thought, do you know what, the 2nd of October feels right. It's the anniversary of the first ever yarn festival we did. Let's go live at that point. So while I've got you today having a wee chat, I am going to nip off camera for a minute, and then I want to show you a couple of samples I'm working on in my own yarn so you can just see how versatile it is. So bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, so first up, oh hello Smeagol, I'm being joined by one of the cats. And I think her shenanigans are loading, so this will be fun. So first up, I'm going to show you this cowl that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. It's almost done. I've got 2 rounds to go. Hang on, I think she's coming to say hello. There we go. You're going to say hello to your adoring public, my helpful knitting cat. There we go, Smeagol. Right. Yeah, shenanigans are definitely loading. So the first project that I have been working on is this, and it is actually showing quite true to colour. I have 2 rounds of cabling left, and then I've got some ribbing to do. So I will have this ready to go to Woolen Folk, which I'm really excited about. So the pattern is Waverly by Martin Storey. It is a Rowan pattern. I'm not doing it in Rowan yarns. I am on my 4th, just started my 4th ball of Fraser in the DK. So I've chosen Fraser. I love it. Thank you. I love a cable. I do love a cable. I think if there was only one stitch I was allowed to do for the rest of my living knitting life, cables would be it. So yeah, I think it's going to be really cosy once it's done, because you fold it up, so it's kind of folded in half, and then around your neck. So it's going to be really oversized. It's densely cabled. I love it, and it's cabled all the way around. It is a bit of a labour of love, but I'm usually a process knitter as opposed to a product knitter, but it's strange. Thank you. It's strange because I did have a short spell before becoming a Yarn Festival director, when I was still podcasting, and I dabbled a little bit in yarn dyeing, and something had to give, and I just didn't have time for it. But I did knit with my own hand dyed yarn, and it feels totally different working with my own custom yarn brand that I've helped to develop with a mill. I don't quite know how to explain just how it's different, but it just hits home differently. So if you want to make your own 4 skeins of DK, this is the colourway Fraser. It's available on the website now. Yeah, so happy. I will be taking this to Woolen Folk in New York, flying out 2 weeks today, which I just can't believe. And the second project that I've got on the go, because I needed something small, and I'm doing Socktober at the minute. So if you're on Facebook and you're going to be knitting or crocheting socks this month, you might want to join Socktober with the Scottish Yarn Festival. You're more than welcome to go join us. At last check, there was 299 of us in there. So of course, the day before Socktober begins, I decide I'm casting on a hat. But this is a gift. I have gift knitting to be doing. And just in case the person is watching this, I've got a series of these hats to do. I'm not going to talk about who it's for. But this, the colour isn't showing the best. That's maybe kind of the best there. This is Wallace. This is in the 4-ply. And it is this absolutely stunning burgundy. So a little bit about the yarn if you haven't seen it before. It is an 80% Shetland, 20% Cheviot, Scottish provenance, wool base. It's spun in Yorkshire. The DK is 230 metres per skein and the 4-ply is 350. And this is just a really, really basic 2x3 hat. It's my go-to hat pattern. I think it's a ribbed toque on Ravelry, number 120. Yeah, and I've lost count how many of these hats I have now done as gifts because it's just the perfect pattern, it's the perfect size. Thank you, Ellen. So Ellen is sample knitting for me at the minute as well. She is making an unwearable hat with a few modifications. So we're not having that floral part at the top. She's making it out of Gordon and Baird DK, and I will have that ready to take to Wool and Folk as well, because I'm going to New York State. I need a hat with bears on it, particularly when I'm going to an event where the designer's going to be there. But yeah, I'm loving working with my own wool. I've got other projects on the go as well, obviously, with, you know, using yarn with people that I've worked with or other events I've been to. It's not just exclusively my own, but like I say, it really does kind of hit different. So yeah, it's kind of knitting itself up at this point. I had to go into the town today. I had to organise some sort of life admin thing. They changed the way you have to get sort of doctor's prescriptions with my local surgery, so I physically had to go in to do something because there's been problems with their phone service and they're asking you to do it online. Not that you need to know this, but they couldn't do it online, and I phoned and they're like, no, you're going to have to come. You're going to have to come in and do it. And I thought, I'm going into town anyway. So I treated myself to coffee and a treacle and ginger scone in one of the little independent cafes and sat down and did a bit of knitting. And it was just lovely. It was a lovely way to celebrate. Beagle, my love, have a good time at work if you can. and thank you for joining us. So, yeah, I got a little bit more in on this, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So I think I'm just kind of rambling now. If you want to get your mitts on our custom yarn, it's now live. That's the place to go and get it from our website at the minute. I will be going out to Wool and Folk. I am flying out to New York State 2 weeks today with Katie from Sealy McWheely. We are not selling our yarn. When we applied, the yarn was not even a little glimmer in my eye, really, and it would mean a change to our ESTAs. It would mean that we've got to export and temporarily export and import. We'd have to register for sales and add on the sales tax, and it's an absolute nightmare. But if you're there, if you're a stockist, if you want to talk to us about wholesale, we do actually have a wholesale email address that you can get hold of us on at stockists@thescottishyarnfestival.com, or come and talk to us. Come to our booth, come talk to us at Wool and Folk. We'll also be kicking about at Rhinebeck, although we're going for fun. It's a Rhinebeck. We're just going to have a big fat Rhinebeck experience. Yeah. So trying to do all the things, trying to make the yarn as accessible to as many of you out there on the planet who want it. But at the moment, it is just available either on our website, or if you're local to Kirkintilloch, Sealy McWheely has the 4-ply in stock. She's taken 5 skeins of each of the 11 in the 4-ply because there wasn't as much DK. So you can get it locally. I do have other Scottish local yarn stores interested. So yeah, we will be wholesaling this as well. But at the minute, you either get it from Sealy McWheely or get it from our website. And obviously, while we're away in New York State, we're going out for just over a week, we'll have to press pause. So I will probably leave the website up and running at that point. If something sells out, then that that item will drop off. It just won't show if it's not available. But I obviously can't ship when I'm out the country, but we'll update our message there. So I just want to thank everybody really for your really warm reception to what we've been doing. Thank you for supporting 7 years, although it's actually kind of 8 years because of the number of events, the number of festivals that we've done. Thank you for supporting me all this time, for being part of my journey. I couldn't do it without you, and you are the reason I keep doing this. I'm just really, really grateful to you all. I will speak to you soon. Keep following our social media. If you're going to Woollen Folk, get your tickets now. Come and say hello. We are so excited. I might already have started packing. My kilt is packed. My large saltire is packed. And we'll see you there. But for just now, bye-bye.